heart and hope to die. Welcome to my dark side.
Welcome to the Jesse James Show. I'm your host, Jesse James. Today I have my buddy over with me, and he'll give you a quick introduction.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Josh here. Just coming over to hang out, shoot the shit, talk about a few videos, raw reaction type stuff. Yeah, that's it. Josh here.
So we were just talking about the shooting that just happened in Michigan, and so he knows somewhat about it. Seen some posts, probably seen some of my posts or something.
Probably not even paying attention that it was you.
Yeah, and so we're just gonna go through this and see what he knows and see what else it is. So this is just off of trending on Twitter. So, dude, so what I found out, I actually made a video about this. You need to watch my YouTube. So there was a 40-year-old white male Marine veteran of, I think, Iraq War. And so he drove his truck head on into this wall. I think it's somewhere right around here in the front, like this, right? So he drove his truck right into that brick wall and then hopped out. I don't know if it caught on fire because of the truck or if he set it on fire or something. But then he hopped out, started shooting, ended up killing, man, I want to say 2 and injuring at least 9 or 10 people. Also, within 30 seconds of the first phone call, there was officers already on the scene, like engaging with the suspect too. So getting after it, and they ended up killing him.
You know that time on target, like the reaction time. I think that has a lot to do with how they've improved their reaction time to any type of mass shooting, whether it's a school, hospital, whatever. So that's really impressive that they were able to get there that fast.
I'm glad they do it, but it's crazy that we have to do that. I know they have to train at worst case scenario, but it ends up being like happening so much right now. I am glad that they did within 30 seconds, like got in there.
That's impressive.
Man, I found this video about the sheriff that was in charge, and man, he looked like one of those dudes that was just like, oh yeah, just like hoo.
Yeah, like his dick got hard when he heard the message come over, right?
Yeah, he's like, oh, let's go, everybody. Follow me.
Yeah.
Let me see. I'm going to see if I can find the video.
He got the phone call, wiping his ass. He's like, let's go right now.
Right? Dude, but it's crazy, though. It's another church.
The real issue is what's going on with that. What was going on with that veteran? Did they do any investigation on that?
Yeah, so his name was Thomas Sanford. This is him. Here, I'll bring this up real quick. So it's Thomas Sanford. It's this gentleman right here with the beard. That's him, right? Ended up being 40-year-old. I think even his wife.
He lived a rough life because he looks a lot older than 40.
I mean, he was in the army, or he was in the Marines. This isn't him. This is another guy that over the weekend also did a mass shooting. Nigel Edge, another guy.
What the heck?
Yeah, crazy, right?
See the Purple Heart on there, so.
On here.
Nigel?
Oh, yeah, I don't really know much. I haven't dug into this guy. There's been these allegations that he donated to Act Blue and the Democrats and things like that, but this isn't him. This is somebody else.
Got you.
So don't read into that. That's definitely fake. I don't know if he was right-wing or left-wing or just had some issues. It sounds like maybe he was having some marital issues or maybe some home issues or something like that. His wife did do a post, here we go right here, that 2 days before this incident happened. Just this crazy post. And
I can't really see it all the way from it blocking the camera's blocking it. So
but
just turn over.
Just looking at this and seeing how some of this writing is and how proper this is just a Facebook post or something, right? What do you think? Do you think she actually wrote this or she had AI do it?
This sounds like AI. It sounds just like AI.
Dude, how proper this whole thing is with all these commas, quotations. It's got these
Like that first
dashes.
sentence in the second paragraph, I've spent too long bending, softening, and framing my words to fit narrative you want. Like nobody talks like that.
Yeah. I don't know. Somebody probably could have
I mean,
talked
yeah,
like
people
that,
can talk like that, but like this is his
Not in
wife.
Facebook,
This
yeah.
is his wife.
Yeah.
After an event that like that just happened.
No, this was
who
before
pushed her.
it.
Oh, that was
Yeah.
before.
Yeah. Crazy though,
Then
right?
it could be.
There's another thing on Google Earth. People like start Googling this guy and they're like, oh man, look, he's got this Trump Vance poster or something. And they're like, well, it says stop below it. So it says stop Trump Vance. And then they're like, oh no, it's a Kamala Harris. Like, see, they have this. And then they're like, no, it's a Harris Walls. You know, because it almost looks identical. I don't know if I can find it. I'll have to find it. But it literally almost looks as identical as the Trump Vance one. And man, it's crazy to me. But I don't know. What do you think? Dude, have you seen the James Comey stuff being arrested?
No, I haven't.
Dude, have you talked about Corey Mills and
Bro, no.
no? Oh man, that's like another Tim Kennedy thing right there, man. You should look into that. I'm gonna probably post about that here a lot shortly. Man,
I'm surprised Tim Kennedy was on the Sean Ryan show. Like Sean Ryan's legit and usually verifies everything. Like come on.
I mean, it's hard to verify everybody. Like, what are you gonna do? Be like, hey man, I need your ERB before you do an interview.
Nah.
Like, come on, dog. Let me get that OMPF. Let me see that OMPF.
Yeah.
You know, like, hey, man, you can do a FOIA request for whatever you want. And, you know, that's how they got Tim Kennedy's. How's boxing?
Man, well, boxing is put on pause right now. Boxing is put on pause. I paused it, but I just came to a realization that when I was training these people, as exciting as as it was in the beginning, it slowly dwindled down once I realized that they don't want to box. Like I got it.
They just want to train?
They just want to train for
That's
some type
good.
of cardiovascular, thing.
That's good.
Yeah, it is good. And I was like, let's keep running with it. Like business is business.
That's paying customers.
And it's paying customers, yes. However, it wasn't fulfilling the need that I needed for fulfilling. And I don't.
You want to box.
I'm not doing things in life
you want
necessarily for, like, I want money, right? But I want to be happy too. And I need to find that niche that will make me happy. And having and developing a fighter that wants to compete makes me happy. And I tried to do that and just having some fight back with parents, mainly the kids, and then my older clients, they just want to dictate the training. Hey, I don't want to do this. Hey, I don't want to do that. I want to do this. And it's just like, I had to tell one of my guys, like, hey, you're paying me to train you how to fight, but you want to tell me how to do it.
Well, maybe they're not doing it for fighting. They're doing it for just the exercise. And that's good money customers right there, man. That's your so if you're running a business, say any business, like you're washing cars, you want that normal good money business, that easy money that's constant, that people that pay $150 a week or every 2 weeks or whatever it is without fail. Even if they miss, they're like, hey, I can't show up, my bad. They're still paying. You want that. And then you find that dude that lines or that girl that lines up with you and is like, hey, will you be my corner man? And if the stars align and they fall in and then it's more organic and you're like, damn, this is what I've been looking for. This is why I did it. And that's what makes it even more special, is because like it doesn't almost matter about you're not fulfilling yourself right now, but what you're doing is you're trying to get to that end goal. And if that end goal is like me in gardening, right? I'm looking for a nice, good flavored jalapeno that turns red naturally on the plant. Right?
Got you.
So like I have to go through 100 pepper plants before I find that one. And then it's like, all right, well, the stars aligned. I'm growing you. We're good to go. You're always here.
I got you.
You know?
I'm not trying to sound like an excuse book. I'm just at a point right now where I'm trying to figure out a lot of things that's going on, whether it be my relationship with my mother, my overall self-healing, and trying to really zone in on letting things go. Because a man that cannot control his emotions has no control over anything. How can I expect anybody to listen to what I have to say or follow direction, whether it be customers or my kids or whoever, if I can't get that under control? And when I realized that I let my emotions drive me in every direction, whether it be I'm sad today and it ruined the rest of my day, or depressed or angry or happy, I tend to do that every day when I wake up, and it's not helping me. It's been 2 or 3 years now where I've been stuck in this depression, and the things that I'm doing aren't helping me. They're not, it's changing very smallly, but I have to do something more extreme to move on in life. Like, I'm 33 years old. I've accomplished a lot of things, but yet I still feel unaccomplished. I still feel like I haven't done what God put me here to do. And I'm trying to navigate and find this, and it's proven to be really freaking hard. But, you know, I got so much more life ahead of me, and it's just like, what is next? Because every time I start something, I get bored with it. And I'm like, oh, yeah, this isn't it. This isn't it. This isn't it. But how many times can I do that? How much success can I have by doing that? Sometimes you just got to roll with the punches, but it's trying to figure out how to get that emotional control so this way I can roll with the punches and not come to a barrier and be like, oh, yeah, I'm done. So I'm trying to figure out what stopped me. Like, I used to have this dog in me that was like, go, 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 go. And then I got to a point where it was like, I'm no longer happy with life, period.
You know, I almost had not, I had a similar discussion with a friend of mine, I think this morning, actually, matter of fact, not too long ago. And a lot of what you said was negative, right? You didn't see any positive in your life, and you still don't, right?
I get what you're going with that, because that's something I preach to my mom. Like, if you wake up and think negative, you're going to be negative the entire day. If you have this negative outlook on life, you're going to be negative all the time. So I do practice what's positive about today. You know, I practice that, but I let the negative things impact me more than the positive things.
Yeah. What more along the lines of, it's not really like how the day in general. It's just how you just described yourself to me. I know you. You know, I know you pretty decently, right? And man, you have accomplished more than probably 90% of the country already. You're in the 1% of the population that even joins the military or even goes into service, you know? So that alone is a huge feat. You made it to the point to where you're pretty much, you can be a stay-at-home dad if you wanted to and relax and work with that. Your daughter, great, beautiful mind. I am so proud of you for how you raised your daughter. Man, she blew my mind when I just had a short conversation with her. And I'm like, man, I seen this Neanderthal dude right here come out with something like that. Like, man, I am proud of you for that. That is the huge accomplishments I have seen in the short time I have known you, right? And going into the point to where you own your own business now, and you're running and operating your own business, multiple businesses with your boxing, and you're reorganizing or restructuring or reimagining, whatever you would like to call it. But you're doing those things to align with your life. But you have to look at your life, man, that you You have done such a great job, and you need to tell yourself that. For sure, you need to tell yourself that. And what you're looking for in the future, hey, man, we're all there. Look, hell, man, I'm 38? Started a podcast, dog. What am I doing? I'm going to school to be a therapist, dude. Like, look at me, man. You know, like, that's weird. You know, like, out of all the crazy things and all the things that can go wrong in worlds or where I would end up, therapy, dog?
I don't think it's weird. I think that through trauma, you're trying to do exactly what anybody does, which is find that peace, and you want to learn more about the psychological things and improve that peace. So I don't think it's weird. I think it's pretty damn cool to be on both sides of the field, like go through a trauma experience, go through this stuff in life, learn about it, and then get so intrigued with it that, oh, you know what, let me get a degree with this. And it's going to help, you know, like us talking right now. You know, it's going to help later on down the road, yourself and your friends. I think,
well, you know what I try to do? Like, I try to practice what I preach in a sense, right? And so I'm like, hey, I want, like, for you to actually say nice things about yourself when you describe yourself, and I try to do the same thing, right? I know it's probably the hardest thing we all have to do in a sense, right? Because I don't really do it that much. I'm just like, you know, I didn't really do much with my life. You know, it is what it is. I'm still trying to make it. But then I am still trying to make it. I don't know what I want to do. You know, I don't know if I want to maybe open another business with, you know, somebody else and maybe run a PSD, you know, or have my own little business like that. You know, and run private security for luxury business, or for, you know, elites or high level people in other countries, you know. Like, I logistically and recruiting and everything, I have enough friends to do it.
Yeah.
You know?
For sure.
And I have friends that do it now. So, like, what if I want to do that one day? What if I get that here? Or what if I want to get into real estate? What was I talking about?
Dude, you know, I don't mean to get off topic here, but, like, back to what you were saying about saying positive things. I just don't see the point of giving myself a data boy. Like, what I did to get to this point is done and over with. I'm here now. What's next? I need to find that drive again. You know, like, if somebody makes their first $1 million and they're just like, okay, yeah, I'm done. Like, why? Why are you done? Why can't you keep going?
Nobody does that.
No, I'm just saying.
I don't know. To be honest, I haven't hit that wall. There is points that I did hit walls throughout my career and life, you know, where it's like make or break kind of thing. And I don't know. I don't know what kept me going. You know, through all the stuff that happened in my life, I have no idea what kept me going. I can't tell you what it is that makes me want to just voice my opinion. You know, like, I don't know.
And that's what I'm looking for. The why. Why, you know, have I reached this point where I feel like nothing is making me happy, nothing in my life, when there is so much good to look at, you know, like, my daughter, she's thriving in college. My wife, she's at the hospital right now in the operating room as a clinical. Like, she's doing so well. I'm so freaking proud of her, you know, and I do have the ability to stay home and watch my kids grow up. You know, like my older daughter, I missed probably a good 5-6 years of her life just between TDYs and training and deployment, things like that. And you realize it, like, damn, I missed a lot of stuff, but I didn't realize it until I was able to be home with these 3 kids and see the little things that that matter, like those little light bulb moments in their head, and you're like, wow, that's impressive, or dang, I'm glad I got to see that. And you know, kind of forgot where I was going with that, but
That should be your drive then. That should be your drive. That should be your drive to make your life better. Your kids are everything to you. And I know you missed out on a lot of them. I was in the same boat, you know? So, like, man, just do that. Do it for them. I don't do anything for me. I'm going to give all my money, all my houses, everything I have to my kids. You know? Like, what do I need it for? I'm going to get old. As long as I have enough to just maintain my basic lifestyle, I'm pretty basic. You know, I'm a hermit. You know that. Shut in. Made a nice little studio so I could be even more shut in. Just lock the door. Nobody bothers me, right? So, like, as long as I have that, everything else goes to my kids. I pack away, squirrel away, just like you're doing for your daughter in college. I'll do the same thing. Pack away, squirrel away, make that for my daughter or for my son when they go to college, you know. I just keep grinding. And then I'll probably finish working when I'm 70, you know? Yeah. And then I'll die. I'll be super stoked to make it to 70, you know? So, like, and then after that, it's over, man. Like, you just say, hell with it, I'm dead.
I think I'm coming along. I really started diving back into the spirituality of things.
Yeah.
You know, asking for guidance, reading things, reading quotes and Bible and verses of the day, and just trying to find a connection with the spiritual world, or however you want to call it, God, Jesus, whoever. That's really driving the direction where I'm going, because my godmother's been sending me verses every day, and it's just been like one or two things in the verse that I feel like has been applying to my life. And every time I get one of those verses that apply, it gives me that much more motivation. But motivation comes and goes. So I'm trying to find that discipline to just wake up, do it every fucking day, don't bitch about it, and improve yourself. And that's the hardest part I'm finding, you know.
Well,
and I get it. I'm not trying to sound like a broken record.
No,
but dude, it's harder than
so
it looks.
Change up that routine. Like, get up, you know, start worrying about your day and grinding through your day.
No, yeah. So,
but instead of saying like don't like talk bad about it, or don't you know, with lack of a better term, bitch about it, right?
Yeah.
No,
yeah. Today, like, I told myself, like, yo, when we wake up Monday fucking morning, you get up and just get it the fuck done. You know, like,
no,
stop.
No, I'm saying, like, well, do what you're doing right now. You know, talk to me about it. Talk to your friends about it. Like, I know, like, to be honest, man, dudes are my best therapists. Dude, my friends are my best therapists.
Dude, I went to Eglin for a doctor's appointment just for like a wellness check. And just my first time meeting my primary care. She's a female, pregnant. And she's like, so how's your day going? Like, I looked into your file. You know, I saw a lot of mental stuff, and just want to know how your day is going. And my first response was crying. I opened up with freaking crying. I'm just sitting there like, why the fuck am I crying?
I mean, I've been there too, man. But that's good, you know, because like what you're doing is, man, so I could describe it in the way I went through it, right? So I started therapy right as, you know, in 2020, I started therapy and I started going down that and I started grinding it out. And then I retired in 2022, right? So after I retired, I went down that same path, man, where it was just like, what is my purpose? I just left the military, this whole like crazy thing. It's literally taken me 2 or 3 years now to finally get into my head to where I am right now, you know? I'm maybe like a year ahead of where you were?
Yeah, I'm a year. I just hit a year in like 5 or 6 months since I've been out.
Okay, so I'm like a year and a half ahead of you almost, right? So you got to look at it as like you're on this rung in this ladder. You're still climbing. You're going up it. You're getting through all of this. You're going through all of these feelings and emotions that you normally would not even have because of the military, right? You got to hang out with a bunch of dudes like me that are not the most emotionally available people. And when 90% of the company you keep is the same, right?
Yeah.
You don't have emotions, right? So when you're doing that, and you know why, you got to leave at a random notice. They're like, hey, I got to go. And you got to tell your 3-year-old daughter, I'll see you, I don't know, 4 or 6 months, right? Or whatever it was, a year back in the day, right? So you got.
I've never had a year deployment, but yeah, I get what you're saying.
But you got to be able to just shut that off and be strong, because you got to show them that it's like in your mind, you got to show them that don't cry, but you should have been like, hey, like it's okay to cry. We can cry. I can cry with you. I'll be back. Don't worry about it. But before, when I did it, it was just like, you know what? Be strong. This is normal. This is life. This is what I chose. You have to deal with it.
Yeah, it's
And
normal.
now-
It's normal for you, not
yeah,
them.
yeah. So now you're trying to be them and get back to that emotional, find those emotions, talk about them, feel them, work through it. Find your coping mechanisms, do things that actually help you feel good, activities, like running, podcasting, talking to your buddies. I don't know, anything you like to do, gardening.
Right now, the goal is just to find that baseline, and I'm pretty close to finding that baseline. And running's actually been helping it. I used to run a lot, like 12 miles, 10 miles, almost every day, and that was my vent. That was what cleared my mind. And running is starting to happen again because my kids are on a running team. So I've been running with them, getting them ready for their 5K. They got a 5K this weekend.
What do you mean by baseline?
Baseline. So
What is your baseline?
baseline for me, what baseline for me looks like is waking up with a positive mindset, and just tackling my daily goals without reverting back to negativity, like you pointed out earlier. I just want to. That's my baseline. Like I want to get there, where it's like every day I'm waking up, positive mindset, and I'm not letting things drive my emotion that I can't control, like emotions that I can't control. I want to be able to be in that control. Like everything reverts or circles back around to emotion.
You know how back in the military, literally everything was about control, right? Control of everything. It sounds like you want to try to get back into control of just like almost to that dress control that the military gave you. You want to get right back into that with your own personal life.
Yeah.
But what are you doing to change that into that positive mindset to take control of that?
Dude, I don't have a good answer for that. I really don't.
Maybe
and I found myself gaming a lot, and again, that's not really doing anything. It's not improvements. It's not really anything at all. But the one key thing there is I talk to all my friends on the game, men that I talk to just vent.
Yeah. So it sounds like you're just you want to talk to your friends, and that's just a conduit to get there.
Yeah.
But like,
what else am I doing?
No, I think, to me, to be honest, I think you should just tell yourself positive things about yourself.
Just positive reinforcement. Like,
just like you said it earlier, when you wake up, you want to wake up to a positive mindset, right? How do you wake up to a positive mindset? Start telling yourself positive affirmations in the morning. Like I've been probably really, 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 really low right now over the last probably 9 months.
bro,
I've been really depressed.
2 weeks ago, I told my wife, Baker act me. I feel like killing myself.
Not that depressed. I have been that low, and I have been Baker acted. You know, I did spend time in there. We all have. It's no big deal. You
Bro,
know? I'm glad
I'm
you're actually
sick.
talking
I'm
about
sick
it.
and tired of feeling like this.
Yeah, and
You
that's
know what I'm
where
saying? Like, I don't.
that's where I want you to start looking at, like, talking positive. Even like over the last 9 months, you know how I've stayed positive to the point to where I am today after surgery is I can't wait to have that feeling of it not hurting anymore. You know, 100%, man. I've had that feeling of just like, I just want to don't feel the pain anymore. That's it. And I knew it was going to happen eventually. I don't know when. I knew eventually. And every day I'll be like, you know what? You know, maybe this time the doctor will be like, all right, we're going to hit the surgery and we'll go to it. Do I get depressed after each time? Yes. When he told me no, you know, we're going to do this and we needed this test and that test. You heard me.
Yeah.
Right? But what I did was you need to start with something positive. Start keeping yourself going like, oh man, you know, it's going to feel better one day. Or, you know, give yourself positive affirmations. Tell good things like, man, you have accomplished so much. Like, you got this. Hell yeah, I'll do this every day, you know? I don't as much as do positive affirmations as I used to. I probably should. But I feel like I took a stepping stone past that in a sense, you know?
Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm about to pull this up.
But I would say, like, definitely you need to start building those coping mechanisms. Those ways to do something else. Like, all right, I'll be 100% honest. I am 100% 420 friendly. I am, you know, legal cannabis friendly in a legal state. So I also had a talk with one of my friends about how he thinks using cannabis is a crutch for him.
Yeah. A friend of mine right now is like up my ass about smoking and saying that it's a crutch, that it's the same thing as alcohol. It's just allowing you to feel good for that time.
Well, to me, to be honest, there's a huge difference between alcohol, pills, and cannabis. Cannabis, you know, you can be completely organic from it, right? It's not really doing anything bad to you. There's probably better ways to inhale it or ingest it or get it into your body, other than smoking. But there's also things called the endocannabinoid system, right? And what that does, actually, you know who actually posted about that the other day? Matter of fact, making fun of it. Trump. Trump posted about it the other day. But so what it does is it starts working with your brain and giving off different signals to your brain. I don't really know. It gets really nerdy into it.
Man, for me, when I smoke, it goes one or two ways. Either I get really happy and just chill out and do nothing, or I get really happy and motivated and just start doing everything.
Yeah.
Those are the two things that happen for me when I smoke. Like, I look at it as a positive thing. Like,
you know why I do. I mean, you know, more than anybody, I smoke a lot, right? I'll burn down with everybody, right? But so I used it a lot for the pain, right? And now that the pain is gone and I don't feel it anymore, like, I smoke a significantly lot less, because when I went right back to that first hit of no, I left the doc. I didn't take the pain meds or anything. I just smoked, right? And man, once that pain went away, like that after surgery pain, and I still took that normal fat bong rip, dude, I was like, whoa, it's crazy stone. And I was like, man, I instantly thought of you, actually, because I was like, damn, now I know what Josh means by, dude, I'm way too stoned right now. I can't do anymore. But you can call it a crutch. You can call it whatever you want. You know, you're replacing something with something else. But that, no matter what, your entire life, that's what you're doing, right? So if you're getting rid of alcohol, a lot of people take pills to get away from alcohol, right? Or they do to get away from pills, they take other drugs to wean them off constantly, right? I think if you're using something like cannabis as in that same mindset, you know, it's not a forever thing. It could be a forever thing, But maybe it's because maybe you want to do it recreationally at the time, or maybe you're doing it for pain or for mental stability. Like I had a discussion with my friend where he was like, look, when I start to like blow up on one of my kids, I'm just like, hey, hold up, I'm going to walk out to the garage and get a little happy time. And he takes his time rolling his doobie or, or his blunt or whatever he has, or packs his bowl,
That helps, but that comes back to emotional control.
Yeah.
How much control do you have if you got to use that?
But
So
you're missing everything else that leads up to that.
Okay.
He still hasn't smoked yet. He had enough emotional control to see that, hey, there's something going on right here. I need to stop, remove myself from the location, collect my mind, and if it's his mind is tinkering with this to get whatever he needs out of it, and maybe only takes a couple puffs out of it, and then sits it down, and then he goes and sits down and talks with his daughter, and he's in a different mindset, nice, calmer, collective. It wasn't about the smoking of it, but it was taking himself, having enough emotional control to take his self out of that equation and walk outside and come back with a level mindset. And think about all of those coping.
That's all. That's all
All
positive things that you do to make sure that you're not going to blow the fuck up.
Yeah, every one of those things that he chose was a way of coping, right? The first one was like, whoa, wait a minute, time out, hold up, I got to fix this, something's wrong, right? And he did it to himself, and he was like, all right, that's one coping mechanism, stopping, pausing, pregnant pause, tactical pause, whatever you want to call it, right?
Yeah.
Man, boom. He didn't even know he did that, but he did it. Coping mechanisms there, right? Next, he's like, hey, it's too much for me. I need to come back to it. He probably could have said something like, hey, I need a second. Let me come back and we'll finish this conversation. He walked away. No big deal. That's okay. Like she probably cried a little bit or he cried a little bit or, it was probably like, what, what's going on? But they both got their space, right? Another coping mechanism. This is all before even hitting the herb, right? And then he goes into a total another room. I think he went to his garage or maybe his man cave, right? Went to his man cave, total separate room. Took that time to be like, whew, smells different, feels different. And then he went over there and he tinkered with something. Somebody else might go work on a drone, right? You're like, hey, I need a pause. Or come over here and make a video. Or, call up your friend and be like, hey, man, how you feeling right now or something? I don't know. Well, he took the time to roll up a J. Took a couple hits out of it, walked back, level-headed, was like, all right. No, I don't think he beat her. He was like, hey, what's going on? Yeah. All right, we can actually have this conversation. But those were all coping mechanisms before he even got to his crutch. And he thought that's my crutch. Like, bro, you did a lot before you even got there.
Yeah.
You do the same.
No, I do some of the same things. But I will do that and then still think about how much that one thing pissed me off, and I'll circle back around and I'll fucking all those coping things just got when my wife would say something that I don't necessarily agree with, and then the conversation would keep going and my blood pressure would just keep rising and rising and rising and rising, and I'll be like, look, I can't talk about this right now, go away, and then we'll start talking again, and they'll just again.
Here, let's come back to this video. Check this out, man. All right, so this was from Trump, right?
Senior health care. We've all heard about the major systems in our bodies, like the digestive, respiratory, nervous, and cardiovascular systems. But there's one essential system discovered in the 90s that you probably never heard of. It makes all of the other systems work smoothly with each other. Like a conductor, ensuring the different sections of an orchestra all play a beautiful symphony together. This system is called the endocannabinoid system. It has been acknowledged and studied by scientists extensively with support from the National Institutes of Health. As we age, the system weakens. As a result, the different systems in our body stop working together smoothly. That's one of the reasons older adults struggle with pain, inflammation, cognitive decline, and other ailments of aging, for which doctors often prescribe dangerous and addictive pharmaceuticals. They also recommend lifestyle remedies such as exercise, good diet, and stress management. And while all these improve the system, it is only fractionally and over a long time. But here's the game changer. The system can be restored faster using hemp-derived CBD. When the system is restored, pain subsides, sleep is improved, and stress is reduced. When the system is restored, disease progression can slow down, and years are added to your life, as well as years spent in good health. And 20% of seniors are already using CBD today for pain, arthritis, cancer symptoms, sleep disorders, Alzheimer's, and many other ailments of aging. But doctors are not equipped to provide guidance, and there are no FDA standards for what is already in the market today. Imagine if that were the case for other medications. Older adults are suffering needlessly. Hemp-derived CBD can help them feel better, live longer, and improve their quality of life significantly.
A PricewaterhouseCoopers report estimates annual cost savings for the U.S. nearly $64 billion a year if cannabis is fully integrated into the healthcare system.
The groundbreaking 2018 Farm Bill, championed by President Trump, was the first step. Now it's time to educate doctors on the endocannabinoid system, provide Medicare coverage for CBD, and give millions of seniors the support they deserve. You will deliver the most important senior health initiative of the century, cementing your legacy and transforming aging care. Millions everywhere will thank you.
All right, dude. What do you think about that, man?
That right there just like made me like, all right, I need to just smoke like all day long.
But also what that goes into, you got to think about eating healthy too. Like, and then, but you also got to try to drive that positive mindset. You do, like how I said with the coping skills and a lot of the things that you probably don't even notice. Like what my buddy had said was like, it's a crutch, this, that, you know, even his old lady says it's a crutch. He's using it as a crutch. But what you're missing is all of those steps that are beautiful and hard to get before even getting to that crutch. So make sure you see that in yourself.
That was good, man. I'm gonna take that and run with it. I am.
Have fun with it,
because I didn't really think about it like that. Like all the steps that you do or do not take to get to the point before you start smoking. Like it's like, okay, well, something, whether it's recreational or it was something that happened, which sometimes it is something. Sometimes it is something that may have happened and you're like, oh, I need to switch this mood and get things going the right way. And most of the time in my situation, because I am a stay-at-home dad, it's usually the kids that piss me off and I'm like, let me go smoke real quick and then come back before I lose my shit on them. So I'll take that. That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. It's wait, how the military say, hunt the good stuff.
Yeah. Find the positive.
Yep.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's just, I do this. Don't get me wrong. Like, don't be hard on yourself if you do backtrack. Like it happens, you know, all you're going to do. And that's why I'm saying, like, when you say something like a baseline, like, man,
there's no room.
If you say baseline, then you need almost like an intervention, a crisis intervention almost to get you to where you need to be right now, just to make sure that you're level headed. That's what I see as a baseline. Like you're below your baseline, you know? So like for me, it would be like, all right, let's turn this whole thing positive. If you're in crisis mode, look at the positive stuff in your life. You know, you need to change that mindset. Believe me, man, I was at that point in my life too, where I was suicidal. You know this, I've told you the story, you know, and, for me to change that, I had literally wrote positive affirmations on my mirror, on my hand, you know, like wrote it in my phone. I would have it like my phone wake me up to a positive affirmation, you know. I got a sober counter for getting sober off alcohol, you know. And even my meds, I got a med count. Like once I got off my pills and meds and stuff like that, man, I got a counter for that. I'm like, I ain't doing this again, you know, never going down that path. And so those were my positive things. I was like, man, look at this. I'm on day, I don't even know now, to be honest. Like November is 5 years. So however many days that is. Yeah. But I was like 90 days, 30 days, you know, 60 days, 120 days, 6 months, dog. I got this, you know. Yeah. And I just kept looking like one day at a time. Literally positive every day.
Yeah, I think that I think I do have a lot of good coming my way. I, you know, just like everybody or just like you, I've gotten a lot better, but I've been trying to quit drinking, right? And I'll do like 30 days, 90 days, and then I'll start drinking again. Or I'll do, you know, 10 days and I'll start drinking again. But I finally hit a point now that it no longer tastes good to me. It doesn't even, like, I don't even really think about it no more.
Dude, I was your age when I quit.
That just literally just happened.
Yeah.
Like recently, where my wife brought home a beer yesterday for me to taste. Normally I would have just kicked that thing back. I took a little sip and I was like, I don't really like it. Yeah. I went out with her the other night. We went to the Joe Coy comedian, stand-up comedian show or comedy show. And I was drinking and it tastes horrible. Things that I used to drink all the time. And just because I thought that that's what I needed to have a good night, I forced myself to drink it. And I had a fraction of anything that I would ever drink. And I end up ruining my fucking night by drinking and arguing with my wife because of alcohol. Yeah. And that was just a few nights ago. And the fact that I was forcing myself to drink it let me know that I've finally hit a new chapter. And it made me happy to realize that alcohol is no longer something that my body wants. So that's something positive that recently just happened that I'm just like ecstatic about.
You know what I see a lot of is just this whole, pretty much our generation and younger has started looking into like drinking less and eating healthier, and it just continued, you know, like, except right now, like you have some weird times with people popping a bunch of Tylenol and craziness, you know, like don't be doing that. Don't do that. Okay. Like let's try to be normal people right now and not do that. But you see it, like I was your age when I quit drinking, you know, November when I was, I think 33. Yeah. I quit drinking, man. Well,
and in 5 years from now, we'll look back and I'll be like, hey, Jesse, it's been.
Remember when we made that podcast?
Yeah, remember when we made that podcast?
September 29th.
September 29th. Well, it's been like 5 years since I stopped drinking.
You want to get faded?
Yeah.
No, for real though, you know, like, dude, that's pretty good, man. Like you're starting to look, you're doing the things that are right, and what you're just giving yourself a hard time about it. Like, you know, like you're seeing these that you want to change and you're going to change. You will. You're working on it. It's a slow process. It's not overnight, man. They're never overnight. Myself, man, I still go to therapy, you know?
It's just that I guess a alpha type or military type person, you know, personality where you're like, you're being a fucking bitch, dude. And you're not even looking at the good that you do. You're just like looking at the negative, like, oh, you're being a bitch, dude.
Do you see me in that light when I'm complaining to you about my problems?
You don't complain to me that much about your problems, only your pain.
Well, do you see me like that? So then why do you see yourself?
Because I feel like I could do so much more and I'm not. So that's why I call it like, you're a bitch.
So why don't you say that to me? Because wouldn't it be the same thing? Like, man, I know you can do so much more.
Because you do a lot already.
So do you. If you don't look at me like that, and man, you're in way better shape than I am, you know, like you're younger than me. I'm old. I'm broken, stuff like that. Like I could be like so hard on me. And instead I'm like, man, you know what? I'm going on a diet, dog. Right? You know,
yeah,
like,
I mean, when you put it like, but we are our worst critics.
Dude, you know what?
It takes for other people to tell you stuff. Like you're like, oh, I'm in shape. Dude, I feel like I'm the fattest piece of shit alive.
You know what? It's I don't know. I don't think it's a generation thing. I think it's just us, man. Like, everybody does this. Every guy probably goes through this. You know, you can even look at like teenagers and stuff, you know, like, oh, I could be a better football player or whatever, you know, and they got to push themselves and they're stressing themselves out. A lot of guys have it. We have that drive to do something where we want to be. But as you get older, especially right now, you're hitting that point where you're like, you know, it's not really a sprint. It's a marathon.
Dude, I just want to
and you're seeing it now. You're starting to.
I really, really just want to be the best husband and father that I could be to my family. That's really it. Because growing up, having, whether it was for a few years or your whole life, having an absent father or absent mother, it really causes trauma. Causes a lot of trauma, and I know you grew up the way that you know you have, and not really having
same boat.
Yeah, the same boat. Probably worse than me.
Nah, we were sinking together. Holes everywhere.
But I don't want my kids to do that, to ever have to experience that.
And you're doing damn good. Tell yourself that. Tell yourself that right now. You're doing damn good.
I can't find the words right now, but that's another conversation.
You are doing a damn good job. Look at your daughter. Oh my God, man. Like, I'm telling you, she blew. I was like, granted, I was pretty, no, you know. Like,
no, you weren't really that blasted.
No, but bro, I was like, whoa, man. All right, cool. You know, I'm glad. I want to have more conversations with her. She's funny. She trips me out.
She turns 21 this weekend.
No way.
This upcoming weekend.
I thought she was 23.
No, she's 20.
Oh, goddamn. That's even crazier.
Yeah,
she is bright, dude.
Yeah, she turns 21 this weekend. She'll be here.
She is smart. I'm glad she's pursuing her degree in what she wants. And she
started off with medicine. You know, she wanted to be a neurosurgeon.
I can see it.
And she figured out that anatomy she was having a real hard time with anatomy, so she switched over to psychology, which is still neuro in a sense.
Yeah, she can do neuropsychology.
Yeah, and she's amazing at talking to people, as you can see.
Yeah,
I talk to her all the time, and I be feeling like she's the parent sometimes.
I could see that. Yeah, she is bright, dude. So me and Frankie Four Fingers over here, we were talking about doing this. You ever seen this? So check this out. So this is the United for the Fallen. We have a couple friends that passed away that were GBs, and they are represented in this golf tournament right here in Destin. But we were looking at this. You ever golf, dude?
I golf weekly.
Really?
Yeah, I've been trying to learn how to be a better golfer.
Dude, I did not know that. I was thinking, I have another buddy I'm going to ask. I'll probably send him this video and be like, dude, you're in it.
Yeah, I go to the driving range every week, and I've been just working on it. I've been to the course twice this month. Played 27 holes so far this month.
Damn. Okay, I don't play golf at all. Zero.
Oh no, I'm fucking horrible, but I've been playing so I can become better.
Yeah, so if you think like that, think me in the negative 1,000 on top of that, right? So we were talking about putting together a team. And this is like the homepage for it and stuff. Opens at 7:45, 9 o'clock. It starts tea time. We get a lunch. There's awards. There's raffles. All this fun stuff down here in Destin.
I'm down with that
If
shit.
you're in the area, come and check it out and support. This is for fallen veterans and their families. Gold Star families. All right, so we were talking about putting together a team. This is this Sunday, I think, the 5th.
Bro, we go out there and make a fool of ourselves.
We'll just go last. I got, I'm going to call them up, see if I can rent some clubs. Don't got none, dog. Actually, I have a driver. I got a driver. I'm definitely going to pack that bad boy. And it's red, so it's bad. I don't know what that means, but it's bad. Dylan, when you watch this, you know what I'm talking about. It's bad. All right, so I'm gonna bring that. I'll bring my driver, right?
Yeah.
And then I was hoping I could rent some clubs, and Frank is also gonna rent clubs too, right?
Which one is this one at?
This is in Destin. This is called the Tuff tournament.
Yeah, but what golf course?
Oh man, I don't know. The Lynx Golf Club in Sandestin, dude. Some of these, like, these are probably some good golfers.
Yeah,
$6,000.
Yeah, that dude. We're gonna go out there and just. Okay.
Yeah, you want to have fun?
Yeah, I'm
All right, I'm gonna hold them to it. You guys all heard it. I'm posting this live. Woo! Just kidding. But so, yeah, man, we were talking about it. I'm gonna hit up my buddy Keith, and then I'm also, me and Frank talked about it this morning. This is for one of our good friends who, well, one of them is pretty much the same thing we talked about this morning, you know, and ultimately, you know, sad time. And so this is in support of that for his family and stuff. So me and Frank were thinking about definitely doing that.
Hey man, I'm down. I'm down to do it.
Seems fun, right? Look, this could be us.
Golf is fun.
Look, that would be me, dude. You see that?
Even when you're fucking up, golf is fun.
Dude, check this out. This could be me right here. Look at this. Look at this. Look at that, dude. That's me right there. Jumping up and down. Woohoo! I golfed. What do you call a golf? Is it a lane?
What?
Like the course you're on. Oh, the course is the course.
It's
but
just
what
a
do you
course.
call is it a lane?
A hole?
Oh, so you play holes?
Yeah.
Damn, I got to learn some golf stuff.
Hole 9, hole 8, there's holes.
Oh, okay. So it's not like I'm on lane 9.
Yeah,
so it's hole 9.
Yeah,
okay.
hole.
Man, I got to learn some golf terms, man.
Dude,
4, do I still got to yell 4 every time I hit?
No, I think you just say that like if it's gonna hit somebody's fucking golf cart or house or something like that.
Oh, so every time I swing, dude. So definitely. Oh yeah.
It's scramble. Yes, I'm down with that. Entry fee is $175.
What is that? What's that mean?
So scramble is whoever's best ball. Like if we're on the 4, it's all 4 of us. If I hit that bitch 150 and then you go and you hit 30 and then Frank goes and he hits fucking 200, we go off the wherever that ball lies at. So we kind of just scramble around with each other.
Oh, no way. So it's going to be even easier?
Should be. If I'm thinking the right thing. 4-person scramble, yeah. I think
Dude, I might have to watch some videos, but check it also, man. So we get greens fee, we get a cart, we get lunch, we get awards. You go to the raffle, there's a silent auction and more. And then all the proceeds, I think, goes to, or a majority of the proceeds or something goes to I forgot the name of it, but it's the Gold Star, something to do with
Gold
Star
Families.
Families, but what's the actual charity is probably what it should go to. But I know it supports the Gold Star Families.
No, that's all it is. It's Gold Star Families. Support Gold Star Families.
Yeah. That's pretty cool, though. 5 days, 19 hours, 51 minutes, and 43 seconds. Let's go.
It's called the Tuff Tournament, and it's here to support Gold Star Families.
Yeah. Cool. I'm down. I'm going to hit up my other buddy, and then let's go. I think it'll be hilarious.
Dude, your face was like, you play golf?
Right?
He's like, what the Yeah, I mean, I try.
Dude, when Frank asked me, and I was like, bro, you play golf? He's like, no. I'm like, why? He's like, oh, it's for work, you know? And I was like, oh, all right. Hell yeah. Let's go, dog. Where we going? He's like, well, do you want to make a team? I was like, dude.
Who do we know that even plays golf?
Yeah, I was like, dude, any of your friends play golf? And he's like, no. And I'm like, and we didn't even know you did. And I'm like, maybe Keith. I heard him go to the driving range. And I was like, dude, I went to the driving range, like some hot shot. What was that, Hot Top or Top Golf?
Top Golf.
Top Golf. I was like, hell yeah, I did that, you know? All right, let's go. Team up.
Now, dude, I've gotten better, but I'm still horrible. I'm still horrible. But my best tee was like 225. hitting off the
Yep.
225.
Yeah, it sounds solid.
Yeah.
Mine was a solid 30 shank to the left or the right. To the left.
I do shank to the right a lot, but here's the good thing is if you shank to one side all the time, your swing is the same.
You know what we're going to find out?
It's the club face that if you're hitting it while it's open, closed, or centered, that's how you're shanking it.
You know what we're going to figure out?
What?
Is how do I swing? All right, so man, that's a pretty good. Let's end it right here, man.
All
That's
right,
funny. Let's do this tournament though. That's funny. I didn't know that about you. Look at that, man. Positive thing. Learned another new thing about my friend. He's a golfer.
No, I'm trying.
I know. Now I might have to get more than a driver. All right.
Hopefully they have.
Dude,
hopefully they have.
we should go hit the range. Let's go hit the range.
I'm
It's
ready.
right down the street.
Let's go.
Okay. All right.
I gotta go get my son, but we can go.
No, let's line up a day.
Oh no, like you said, let's do it. Let's do it.
Oh, man, I ain't got that time. It's 12. I got kids and stuff.
I do too.
You got a dog in the backyard?
Yeah, just take him home. Take the dog home. Grab the kid. Go over there for an hour.
All right, let's see how pissed off my wife is. I'm down.
All right.
I got to go get some shirts anyway, so that'll give me a good excuse to go get those shirts. All right. So, hey, let me end this podcast real quick. I appreciate Josh coming over
Dude,
to
it was a blast. It was a blast. Everybody out there, pay attention, man. Go follow my dude. More to come. More hit videos. More everything, man. Have a good day.
All right, appreciate you. This is Jesse James Show. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and give us a follow on our social media. Appreciate it.
Cross my heart in hopes to die. Welcome to my dark side.